Hi guys, finally had the iPod Touch delivered. It's the 16 GB version. I think that's one at the top, yeah. And I mean, I've not seen, being from the UK, I've not seen the iPhone live or the iPod Touch live. But looking at this box, it's somehow smaller than I expected it to be. I mean, if you look at this side profile, it's the actual size it'll look like out of the box, and that is pretty thin. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and open it for you since this is the unboxing. That's on the side. Now, I've seen too many of these unboxings, and what not a lot of people, in fact I haven't seen, things that I may have seen one, but I think I may have seen one person mention this, but I'll do this first. Yeah, so there it is. I'll take this off. It's one seriously slim piece of kit. I mean, it's lighter than I thought, so it feels basically like a block of steel, which is obviously in terms of product quality is pretty good. I'll just put this aside for now. The thing I was talking about before, I mean, I don't know, you can actually see it quite well in that lighting. If you see the box is actually profiled to look like the iPod Touch, so you've got the little dimple there for the home button, and it's actually cut out to the right scale. So I mean, in terms of attention to detail, it's pretty good. So yeah, I'll put that to the side. And there's some actual padding on top as well to make sure the iPod. I'll watch the light to make sure the iPod stays safe in transport, which is pretty good. So let's have a look at what's in the box. Take this front off. That's just a plastic holder for it. Made by Apple in California. Let's see what this has. It's just the packaging. So the iPod Touch Quick Start Guide, which by now everybody's familiar with. All the features which any Apple fan will already know back to front, so I won't bother mentioning them. The iPod Touch Guide in German, I think that is. The iPod Touch Guide in God knows what language that is. You get the two Apple stickers. Actually see them quite well there. Important product information. Use the iPod Touch too much and you will lose grip of reality. Doesn't really say that, but it probably does if you read into it. German, and once again it's a very strange language. You've got the iPod Touch cleaning cloth with iPod on the bottom there. I don't really think you can see that. Oh, there it is. So that's that. Nothing else in the box. I mean, I think this is, I'm not sure whether it is, but I think this is new for the iPods, and it was started when they started shipping the Touches. They just started wrapping this in plastic, so I think this is basically a way of keeping it all in one piece. It's the dock adapter, number 14. The nano dock adapter is number 13. I don't know what difference that makes, but there it is. What else is in here? And the only two other things in here are the iPod headphones and the little see-through dot, which is actually it's flimsier than I thought it would be. I mean, it's pretty small, to be honest. And this is the dock, and what nobody that I've seen has said is the actual fact that this cable, the end is about half the width of the standard iPods. I mean, if you give me a second, talking about good preparation. This is the original iPod cable with the two side clickers there, and that's the new cable, so you can see the difference there. So I'll put those away like this. There we go. I mean, actually, I'd almost be tempted to keep the film on there if it wasn't covering the home button, because you can't really notice that. I mean, there's no bubbles on the screen, which is pretty good. So I mean, I'd be almost tempted to keep that there, but since it's covering the home button, you can't really press it. You have to take it off. Shame. So wow, pretty impressive. Here it is. Hold button there, and sleep button. So if you hold it for long enough, there'll be a screen come up with a red slider telling you to turn off, or you click it to hold. Only button on the front profile is the home button. Everybody knows that. If you take it around the side, in the back is the Wi-Fi widget right on the side there. The button, connector, and the iPod headphones jack, which isn't recessed like the iPhone, so you can use any headphones with this without having to buy an adapter. It's got the same back as the standard iPhone, as the standard iPods, which some people have said they've got an issue with it scratching. I mean, I've already touched it a few times. It's got a bunch of fingerprints on there. So yeah, no, but wow, it's pretty small if you look at it in your hand. I mean, if this is pretty much similar to the size of the iPhone, then wow, I think I might have to get myself one of those as well. I'm not going to turn it on yet because I'd like to charge it fully, and then I'll have a play around with it, but I'll just stick this on the end of this video. But thank you very much for joining. Oh, actually no, wait, that's preemptive. Bear with me a second. This is the case that I keep my iPod in. Now this case originally came with a 30 gig iPod I bought, but I'm actually really interested to see if the iPod Touch will fit in. Just put them on over there. I mean, just look myself. It looks like it's going to actually. Perfect. So this is the original 30 gig iPod case, which they no longer ship with iPods anymore. Fits absolutely perfectly. Snug as a glove, no moving around. Drop it out. Perfect. No need to buy a case. Yeah, so I'm quite happy about that. So the screen, last chance of getting scratched, although I've seen it's pretty scratch resistant. I've seen a few scratch tests. And I've also got a bunch of fingerprints on the screen now. Never mind. Right, thanks very much guys for tuning in, and hold on for 5 seconds and you'll see me turning this on and having my first experience with multi-touch. Thanks very much.